Okay, here's the deal. I saw a guy fall off a cliff 40 minutes ago, called 911 40 minutes ago. We're still waiting for someone to come here, if you can believe it. Guy's dad is with him. I can hear some sirens. Hopefully that's them. I'm in a visible place so I can be found. I had to leave the guy so I could be seen. And it's a long time. Things you do when you walk a dog.
Just ask you what the game plan is if we have one. If you know anything more.
Yeah, we're gonna be gonna angle the path up here. Working on that. Okay. Grandma went west of here. Fell down. Coming down. I'll mark this up.
Well, here we are. Still waiting for Jake to come down. Now, this is what happened. I was walking the dog like I normally do. And just when I come to the end of the path that I always come to, I usually just turn around and start walking. Well, I heard this guy groan, and I kind of looked around and saw him on the cliff. So I called to him, asked him if everything's okay. He said no. I said, okay, well, you needed help to get down. So as I was walking towards him to guide him down, that's when he fell. So I actually saw him fall, and I heard this clunk, clunk. It was just not a good sound. But the good sound I heard was him screaming his head off, which meant he was still awake and conscious and coherent enough to feel the pain. And that was actually a good thing. And I went over to see him, and one foot was definitely in the wrong direction, so he nearly broke his ankle, and some lacerations on an arm, scrapes, nothing, no major bleeding. I had already called 911 before I even got to him. I had my phone with me, thank God. And then they asked me to, I checked him out and made sure he was okay, his dog was okay, and I spoke to his dad and got his dad on the way. And the cops asked me to, or 911 asked me to go where I could be visible to guide these guys in. I was there for like half an hour and I felt terrible because I wasn't with Jake. And these guys took like 40 minutes to show up. I thought they'd be here in like 5. I was just horrified, but we were in contact. I could, speak to him. The only problem Jake was having, of course, was his dog kept on being very concerned and nudging him, and I could hear, Jake kind of screaming. We were chatting with each other. He was okay. I mean, he extremely fortunate he didn't bang his head or anything like that. He just came down on his feet, and thank God he did. 'Cause when I saw him fall, I thought he was dead. I mean, it was just a big fall, and I was just thought I was going to have a worse night than we had. And it's okay. He's okay. I mean, we were chatting within 5 minutes. He could talk coherently, and I did take a first responder course, so I know not to touch the guy. Just check him out very carefully, and that was it. That was my evening. As so I'm still here. Pitch black now, and we're just waiting for Jake to come down off the hill and go to the ambulance.
Take this off in 2 pieces. Just basically, we've got flat trail right down here, Dave. Yeah. I think the plan is to come down.
Clearing a path so they can get him out. I just want to put him on my back and walk out, but that's me. These guys are a little more thorough. It's really dark.
No, they're going to not put the wheel on during this. There's a trail here. Trail is okay. Just right down there now. Yeah, let's just go down there then. Everyone good?
Yep. Let's go now.
Let's go. Yep, we see that. So this is still attached. Okay, one. Okay, hold. This is dead for a long on the downhill side.
Yeah, I didn't want to mess with it. I wasn't sure.
Two rocks here. The rock and trail.
I don't know. I don't want to mess with it. I'll let the
That's a relief.
fire department do it there.
Okay, we got a couple of large rocks here.
Hey, watch behind you, Brian. There's
Okay, let's go down and get the wheel set up.
Down?
Yeah. Go down and get the wheel set up. Okay. Get them on. One down. Or three. One.
I'll take care of that.
Making sure I stay out of the way and not interfere. Traffic control people. Emergency vehicles.
Thanks, Steve.
Good night.
Nice, thank you.
Okay. Well, here we are, a few days after Jake's fall, and you can see where he was, how treacherous it was, how extremely fortunate he was, because you look at all the rock that he could have landed on. This is the pretty much where he fell. You can just see, he just happened to land on that grassy area and just slid and missed all these rocks. I mean, it's just foolish how lucky he was. And you can see how difficult the terrain is to get here and why it took so long to get him out. Yeah, it's very, very steep. It's probably about a 35-degree angle at least. And of course it was getting dark. They had to saw their way through and clear the paths and make sure that they get him out. And I was wondering why they just didn't use gurneys, but you can see why it would be so easy to slip and why they were so cautious in bringing him out. The amazing thing about all this is that he'd never even broke a bone. It was a dislocated ankle, and he'll need to be in a cast for six weeks, but the fact that he didn't have any other internal injuries or anything, as you can see, it's such a treacherous environment. Extremely fortunate that he didn't hit a rock, because I mean it's just strewn with rocks all over here. And I had a beer with his dad last night. I met Jake. He seems to be doing great. I mean, what a miracle this was. It's not luck. This is divine intervention, and he certainly has an angel out there watching over him. And the fact that I was there at that precise time, exact moment, and happened to see him was just like I say, it was divinity and not good luck. That was just an amazing thing, and we're very thankful that everything worked out really well.